Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to part 27 of 9, episode 1, Koko no tsu koko no ka koko no iro. Unfortunately, as per the usual, not much happened last episode. Just a few interesting bits and pieces I might have missed last time, but other than that, nothing much. So last time we were finished talking with Sora. And then we found that the Parfait Queen has been keeping an eye on Gujo, which we already knew. So yeah, we went over that episode. That's part of the interaction with Queen, the Parfait Queen. Just eyeing us, saying something we couldn't hear, and then leaving, and us as well leaving after that. As I wrote in my description last time, as well as mentioned multiple times, I'm still quite saddened how they're missing a lot of opportunities to add some white text where areas where it really should, as you could say. But yeah, other than that, nothing really else interesting happened last episode. It's more just a kind of a recap in a sense. So let's hope from here on we get something new. Hopefully. Let's go in.
また明日ね。
See ya. We split up halfway, and I returned to my apartment. I can't remember if this is the night where we talked to Sophie about finding out information about both the queens. Arriving, I found my lights already on, despite being certain that I turned them off before we left. For a moment, I think maybe it's Sora, but no, more likely.
あら、おかえりなさい。
I knew it. If you're in this room, would you mind shutting off the lights in the other one?
なぜ？
It's hell on my electric bill.
電気？使用するのにお金がいるのね。こちらの世界のルールはよくわからないわ。
I'm paying the bill for that computer you're using without my permission too.
細かいわね。
She lets out a sigh, as if to imply that somehow I'm the one in the wrong here, without taking her gaze from the monitor. I heave a melodramatic sigh of my own and take a seat next to where Sophie is hovering.
なかなか便利ね。こちらの世界はアーティファクトに頼らない代わりに独自の発展を遂げている。興味深いわ。
What are you doing?
みやこが言っていたアニメというのを見ていたの。アーティファクトが登場しているという。
I didn't think I noticed the last time, but yeah, she mentioned about artifacts. Probably contains artifacts. I think it's being said, so I didn't hear that. So they didn't mention in English there. Ah, this is Mobius. A hectic battle rages on the monitor. The animation is indeed good. I'm signed up for this site with unlimited streaming, so I told Sophie she could use it if she wanted to. But I'm astonished she's actually watching the show.
わからない言葉が多いけれど、それなりに忠実のようね。
To what? Oh, right. It's based off local folklore.
なかなか面白いわね。絵が動くのも興味深い。
Never thought it'd be people from another world who get into the show. Clearly they were aiming for the wrong market segment.
でも、イーリスの2つ名も能力も間違っている。
What? You mean she's an actual person?
こちらの世界では有名人よ。
You don't say. That's why, again, I keep mentioning it. The person, whoever made this anime, who designed it, definitely has knowledge about the other world. It's like 90% chance that there is connection. Because there's just so many connections linking to it that it can't just have made it up. So it seems that Gujo's guess was right on the money. The disaster from long ago is connected with artifacts and the inhabitants of Sophie's world.
まあ、それはいいわ。
Sophie brings the topic to a close, finally turns to look at me.
何か進展は？
Maybe you'd know that already if you came by when we were all around. It'd sure save us some time.
嫌よ。騒がしいのは嫌いなの。特にあなたの妹。私の苦手な人種。
I feel like I should apologize on my little sister's behalf.
で、進展は？
There are two individuals we suspect are users. We could use your help. Yeah, so it was this night.
何を？
I need to confirm whether or not they're the real deal. You can tell who's a user, can't you, Sophie?
誰がそんなことを言ったの？
Huh? Didn't you say so yourself?
言ってないわよ。
Of course you did. You're the one who told me that I'm a user, remember?
私があなたを見つけたんじゃない。先にあなたが私を見つけたの。
What does that even mean? She sighs yet again. You know what? I'm just going to stick with she. She's got this crazy idea. If some thought makes sense to her, it makes sense to everybody else when she says it out loud. I'm pretty sure that she has mentioned it herself, that she's a cute little girl, so I don't see the point of reiterating that. If I want to actually get any information out of her, the secret is just don't get pissed off at her. That's what I've learned this past week.
私の原体。あなたにはわからないわね。仮の姿にはいくつかのエンチャントが付与されている。その一つが、そうね、わかりやすく言えば姿を隠す魔法。
I can see it just fine though.
当然よ。ユーザーには効果がない。
Ah, now I get it.
お猿さんしか騙せない低位なアーティファクトの能力でも使いようによっては役に立つ。
So you're saying that anyone who sees you is a user?
そうね。私に最初に気づいたのがあなただった。そして最初に予定を狂わせたのもあなただった。
What plans? Ah, you mean because I didn't have an artifact?
違う。こんな愛らしい姿をした私を連れ去らなかったこと。おかげで自力でここを突き止める羽目になった。
No way was I just taking you with me. Why would I bring home a random plush I found on the ground?
落ちてるものは自分のものでしょ？常識よ。
Your world's definition of common sense is screwed up. I hang my head. That would just be pure chaos. Do they not have any basic property laws there or something? Whatever. Can you check whether those two can see you?
お断り。
Hey, give me a break. We need your help here.
手伝うけど、姿を見せるのはダメ。他世界への過干渉は禁じられているの。その要求は飲めないわ。
Then what will you do for us?
素性を調べてあげる。
You can do that?
私は複数のアーティファクトを持っている。答えはそれで十分でしょ？
This also makes me think that there are people that can have multiple artifacts. Fair enough. So I want you to investigate a girl I saw on my morning commute. She doesn't seem to be a classmate of Sora's, so she's likely a third year. She's got herself a bit of a reverse harem, always surrounded by guys. The second one is a regular at Kujo's grandfather cafe, Nineball. She acts hostile towards Kujo and me for some reason.
なぜか。
Well, she may be on to the fact that we're users.
うかつね。まあいいわ。外見の特徴を教えて。
The third year girl, let's see. Her hair's longer than Kujo's. The other girl has a different school uniform than us. I guess what you'd call a bob cut. Her hair goes down to her chin, roughly. Not much of a description.
結構。一日もらうわよ。
You can do it that fast?
一週間かかっても何も見つけられないあなたとは違うの。
If you're so great, you can just search yourself.
できないから頼んでいるのよ。おバカね。あなたのことを調べているのよ。特殊なアーティファクト。
I see. Did you find anything?
ユーザーが自覚を持たないなんて他に例がない。ますますあなたを野放しにできなくなった。
In other words, you haven't learned a damn thing either.
うるさいわね。じゃあね、 私が戻ってくるまでおとなしくしているのよ。
Sophie disappears into a patch of distorted space. Is that an artifact ability too? The power to move between worlds? In that case, I wonder if that's the same kind of artifact as the Sacred Relic. The Sacred Relic broke, the gate opened, and the artifacts began leaking into our world. Apparently, Sophie's Sephiroth's organization, or whatever it's called, is out to retrieve them. But I get the feeling they don't exactly run a tight ship. We don't know how many artifacts have already leaked through. And for that matter, we still don't know what my own artifact is. We've only recovered a single artifact so far, and that was all thanks to Kujo. You know, it's not like Sophie has accomplished anything. What gives her the right to act so high and mighty? Well, whatever. I've never really felt particularly compelled to save the town or search for users or anything. But still, I can't help but think... What if Kujo falls victim to the evil eye? Or what if Sora were to get turned to stone? Thinking about that kind of stuff has been giving me just enough motivation to go through with this work. I guess for now, I can wait and see what Sophie can dig up. Until tomorrow's report, then. Yeah, it was a good decision where I left off last time, because I would have spent another 10-11 minutes going through that. I get out of bed, wash my face and brush my teeth. I have a simple breakfast. Finally, I change into my uniform. Just as I'm slinking my bag on my shoulder, ready to head out, the space in front of me distorts. A hole in the fabric of space tears open and Sophie emerges. Always with a needlessly flashy entrance. Yeah, just heading out.
ああ、そう。調べてあげたわよ。まずは一人。
Whoa, that was quick.
言ったでしょ。あなたとは違うの。
Yeah. I casually brush off her comment, causing Sophie to knit her brows in dissatisfaction. After letting out a sigh, she continues in a bored voice.
簡単だったわ。あなたの過去の行動から導き出したのよ。あなたの挙げた条件に合致する人物はすぐに見つかった。
Oh yeah? You really have been keeping me under observation.
当然よ。自覚のないユーザーなんて面白い。危険だもの。
The word she uses here, 危険, is more like dangerous. So rather than saying it is no laughing matter, obviously it's to counteract her previous statement, but still 危険だもの is a dangerous thing. I think mono means an object or a person, or like an entity, I guess you could say. Might be wrong on that. I heard that.
うるさいわね。いいから黙って聞きなさい。
Alright, alright.
調べたのは髪の長い方。名前は高坂遥。あなたたちの世界の文字でどう書くかは知らない。年はあなたの一つ上ね。
So she really is a third year.
行動を観察する限り、予想は当たっているでしょうね。彼女、かなり怪しいわ。
Interesting. Is that it? And?
何?
You don't have anything else?
そうよ。
Are you serious?
急いでるんでしょ？手短にまとめてあげたのよ。
Well, thank you so much for your kind consideration. I hope you can handle investigating the other girl.
言われるまでもなく。
Perhaps due to her not taking too kindly to how I phrased my remark, Sophie looks a bit miffed as she vanishes. Her appearance is rather disarming, so I tend to be pretty casual with her, but she sure is a moody one. What a pain in the ass. Now then, At least we have a name to work with. Wow, misspelling name. I don't think I caught that last time. Can't remember. Okay. I'm actually pretty surprised by the amount of spelling mistakes and things like that in this. I think it's probably, I might have a different English translation set up with this. I remembered I was taking a look at another Let's Play on this who does Let's Plays, and he had mentioned about there being a different translation for it, and how it doesn't have the Bromeo and all sorts of rubbish translations like that in it. I thought of trying to do something with it, but I thought it's too much of an effort to change now, so anyway. I suppose it's my responsibility to check out her class now.
あ、来た来た。兄やん遅いぞ。新見くんおはよう。
Sora is waiting by the station. Kujo, who lives in the opposite direction, is also here for some reason, which throws me for a loop. Okay, so I'm expecting a decision to be here soon because it has been some time. There could be a few places where a decision could come up. One where Sora gives notes to the Haruka. Second one is in the class where we get a reply from Haruka. The third one is meeting with Haruka after school. I think that was probably the highest chance of an event, but I'll have to wait and see. Why are you here, Kujo?
モテモテなあの人のこと気になったんだって。どんな人かなーって見てみたくて。
Sophie looked into her a bit. Says her name is Haruka Kosaka, and that she's a year ahead of us.
高坂先輩。
You know the name?
ごめんなさい。とにかくさ行こうよ。逆ハーレム隊もう先行っちゃってるよ。
Oh shoot. Sorry, let's catch up to them.
あ、カゴにカバンどうぞ。あざーす。
Did you see her when she passed by, Kujo?
見たというか、男子に囲まれてて、当の本人は見えなかったというか。名物になりつつあるよね。さっき言ったばっかりだからすぐ追いつけると思うよ。
We jog for 10 seconds or so. As Sora predicted, we catch up with the obvious commotion in no time.
ちょっと荷物を雑に扱わないでくださいます。お弁当が傾いてしまうじゃないですか。
I remember when I first saw this, how easy it was to see the different personality.
こら、ダメですよ。それ以上近づいたら。私に決して触れないでください。気安い女ではありませんことよ。
A flock of boys surrounding a princess. Or to be more accurate, I suppose it's a flock of boys and the Queen of Eden. One of her entourage is carrying a bag while she struts about with her overacted air of refinement. The first time I saw her, she was acting so troubled about everything and timid, but now...
まさに女王だよね。制服も胸元をガッて開けちゃって。でもなんだろう。こんな言い方は失礼だけど。無理にキャラクター作ってる感あるよね。
I don't know, it's hard for me to, obviously because it's still 2D image and you can just from this voice you can hardly tell much. So it's hard to tell if it's really forced or not. But it doesn't make sense though. It doesn't feel like it's forced to me because when we compare the two, like in the cafe when you first meet her face to face, you can see the timidness and how she acts towards it. And all of a sudden she switches over to the other personality and she's so aggressive and going at Kakeru. It's just too different. It's not even, it doesn't even look forced whatsoever.
そう。話し方がぎこちないなって。
You know, maybe she really did just become popular all of a sudden. And she's just trying to make the most of it. Most out of it. No artifacts or anything. Just the coincidences.
急にモテることがおかしくない？彼女の魅力に周りが気づいたとか？
Or like maybe she won the lottery?
みやこ先輩ピュアすぎる。兄貴は汚すぎる。
How can you say that? I'm not ashamed to admit I'd lick her shoes for $1,000,000 yen.
確かに舐める。
Also like how Kujo's reacting. Well, all joking aside, it doesn't feel like it's my place to say. But there definitely is something abnormal about her sudden surge in popularity.
本来の性格は私はわからないけれど、そんなに大きく変わったのなら環境の変化によるものかもしれないね。
Something like an artifact.
男の子にモテるアーティファクトっすか。羨ましいような、どうでもいいような。まあ確かめてみますか。どうやって？任せておくんなさい。名前が分かってるなら意味深な感じにできそうだよね。兄様、ちょっとお背中貸してくださる？
I really like okay, it would have been difficult to translate this part, the Oni-sama part, but the Geos thing actually works pretty good. It's being extremely polite to your brother. As well as saying, Kashite kudasaru, kudasaru. It's also quite polite. Okay. Sora pulls out a pen and a notebook, carefully tears out a piece of paper, braces it against my back, and begins writing.
あ、やべ、書きにくい。書いてから破ればよかった。下敷き使う？あ、大丈夫っす、大丈夫っす。
Yeah, she's just saying, it's alright, it's alright. Nothing about he doesn't mind. I mean, he could mind. You're writing a letter?
そう。オッケー。こんなもんっしょ。渡してくるね。渡してくるって、大丈夫？私の能力忘れた
Sora starts folding up the letter and jogs over to the group. Without so much as being noticed by any of them, she slips the letter into Kosaka Senpai's pocket and returns to us with a triumphant look on her face.
余裕っすわ。そっか、自分の存在感を操作したんだね。そう、じーっと見られてると無理だけど、こっちに気づいてない相手にはほぼ透明人間。まさに現代の忍者。いい能力をもらえたぜ。
Yeah, I was thinking it was pretty lame, but it's more useful than I give it credit for.
おい、そんな風に思ってたのか。今すぐ謝ればビンタ一発で許してやろう。
What did you write in the letter?
あ、無視か。エデンの女王はあなたですよね。私はあなたの仲間だからよかったら連絡ちょうだいって。ID も書いといた。あ、結構大胆なことしたね。あれ、ダメだった？
If we were wrong, she'll just ignore it. But if we were right, it might just make her more cautious. Still, she might reply, and that would certainly be good for us. You did good, kid.
へへへ、もっと褒めるがよーい。あ、髪触るのやめて、セット崩れる。
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but I really just like the kid part. I mean, yoku yatta, you did good. Sora. I really don't get that. I try stroking her hair, but she shakes me off. How cruel. I think that is Sabishi. Or like brothers lonely or crying, or I can't remember what the kanji for that is, but anyway, it's probably a common one. My bad. Anyway, it's a bit off in the translation, but should be fine. For now, what we can do is wait. If nothing happens by the time school ends, we'll rethink our strategy.
ID って、ソラちゃんの ID を伝えたの？ん？
Hold it right there. What was that?
何が？
You hesitated. Whose ID did you really write down? Don't even bother answering.
ごめんって、怒んないでよ。
Nah, honestly, that's fine. If anything, it was a good idea. I'm just another guy, so it's not like it'll be a big deal even if she leaks my ID to her followers.
なんだよ、怒れよ。話広がらないでしょ。
What's with you? God, you're a pain in the ass.
新見くんってそっけない対応するけど、本当はとっても妹思いのお兄さんだよね。
No, you're way off base.
なんだよ、実は私のこと好きかよ。
In your dreams.
でも、好きじゃなかったら、炎の中に飛び込んでいけないと思う。おいおい、私のこと大好きかよ。
God, put a cork in it.
素直になれよ。
Drop dead.
ひどい。いいなあ、仲良くて。
Another place to add white text because they seem they should be getting closer than before, and so far nothing's changed. It just feels like nothing has changed. Wait, what do you mean?
どこら辺が仲良く見えてます？そういうこと言えるのも相手が分かってるからこそでしょ。新見くん、私に死んでしまえなんて言わないし。
You know, I can't deny that.
そういう距離感、ちょっと羨ましいなーって。え、死ねって言われたいの？ド M なの？そうじゃなくて、私も一人っ子だから、新見くんみたいな頼れるお兄ちゃん欲しかったなーって。おい、まんざらでもないって顔するなよ、おい。
Who asked for your opinion, stupid?
お前がバカでバカ。仲睦まじいね。
Yeah, it's so funny we can hear it. Chumajine.
え、今噛みました？噛みましたよね。仲むつまじい。
Because the difference here is the chu and tsu. Yeah.
仲むつまじいね。
The chu majine. This is
仲むつまじい。
tsu maji.
むちゅまじい。ごめんなさい。許して。顔真っ赤、かわいい。先輩かわいい。
Yeah, merciless.
最近のニーヤンはため息ついてきて感じ悪いから、これからはみゃーこ先輩をいじり倒します。やめてください。ごめんなさい。
Still blushing, she hangs her head. You may be wondering why I'm not telling off Sora for bullying Kujo. The reason should be obvious. However, Kujo is freaking adorable like this. I'm sorry, Kujo. I couldn't live up to your lofty ideals of me as a caring older brother figure.
連絡来るといいね。話題変えても先輩いじりは続きます。ソラちゃんだって噛むことくらいあるでしょ？いやー、ないですね。私滑舌。噛んだ。噛んでないですけど。噛んだよ。滑舌って。そんなこと言ってないですよ。先輩耳鼻科行った方がいいですよ。もう、ソラちゃんずるい。
I'm keeping out of the conversation, enjoying the sight of the two of them bantering. It's only thanks to Sora that Kujo feels comfortable enough to show us this side of herself. As I mentally offer her my thanks, we make our way to school, the two girls still continuing their back and forth. Wow, has time passed?
なんかさ、最近かけるくんさ、付き合い悪くない？
I feel like I ended an episode here exactly as well last time. Pretty funny. But yeah, doing the exact same thing. Yeah. It's a nice episode. I mean, I like the back and forth between the characters. It's one of the things that's really the high points for the series for me. Like I've mentioned a few times before as well, Sora is really grown on me as a character because of how she is. It's quite interesting. Yeah, nothing much else to really say because I mean everything's the same. But one thing I do have to mention is that top part where they were talking about Haruka was forcing herself in the way she talks and acts. I've got to, when we see her at the cafe again, I've got to see how she acts again because it didn't feel like she was forcing herself. It really did feel like her personality had shifted instantly. Yeah, it's tough to say. One thing that piqued my interest now was a possibility of that artifacts had a downside to some of them, their abilities. Like you activate your ability, but you have to pay a downside for that ability. Where her downside were to be act a certain way or speak this way, or I don't know, it's a bit weird to understand, but it reminded me because of an older show, Darker Than Black, I think it was called, anime, where powers in that anime, you get your powers, but every time you use it, you have to do a massive negative side effects in a sense. I remember one character had to smoke, even though they didn't like smoking because of it. So it's an interesting minor thing I thought about, but yeah, I don't think it's anything to do with that. But yeah, that'll be it. Nothing interesting, nothing too major. Just a nice little banter, back and forth character interactions chapter. I really hoped for a few white texts this time around, but guess not still. The reason why I mentioned before that I'm thinking there might be a decision with close to Haruka is mainly because of the connection between Kujo and Kakeru this time around. So the times we saved her. So she's a bit closer to us and she'll think twice, or she won't think twice about helping us. And the first time we met Haruka at the cafe, she tried to use her power on us. Kujo did step in and help us, but I feel like this time around it might be stronger in terms of her reaction to it. She might voice her opinion or her interjection a lot stronger in a sense. So it'll be nice to see how that works. Yeah, I think that'll be it for now. Nothing much else. So yeah, we'll have to see how everything goes for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please know what your thoughts on it, and unfortunately not much you hope to enjoy from this, but all we can do is hope. Anyway, see you all next time.